Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair.
You are one of the players that they say.
Seja com quem for, a minha vida é cantar, nunca no mesmo lugar. Seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois. Mas só em pensar que com a sua face, tudo que eu pedisse, só você que me desse. Aí pensando Deus se esse quarto falasse. Mas que pena, já era, já era, já era. Não deixo mais aquela tão bela e singela. E nem dá. Porque se eu ouço a voz dela é através de alô. Se passou pela favela é porque alguém me falou. Então já que me deixou por aqui, aprendi a viver um pouco sozinho. Mas o que eu posso fazer, fia, se eu gosto da boemia. Essa noite pra mim é dia, mas posso mudar. Mas como isso é questão de tempo, então isso nem tenho muito, nem curto. Fica de canto, eu prefiro suar. Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar.
And Philadelphia has possession. They trail by 6. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Paul out there with Jay. And it's Navarro in at the small forward position. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Well, the plan has been obvious now, Clark, for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and they're hoping it's going to bear some fruit, as you like to say, coming up.
Exactly, and it will in time because they've accumulated some really nice young talent, Kevin.
Now, here's Roten. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Brooklyn.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
Talk about great numbers for Jay. He's got 30 points, and he's drained 3 three-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this. And with the 76ers, it's not just on the floor that they have stifled the progress. They've taken 2 top picks knowing they would sit out a full year just to rehab injury.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Cannon's checked in. Now, here is Landry. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Roten. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it. You know, one thing few people talk about with the Sixers, this plan of building through the draft and with young players, what if it actually works to their benefit? Then it would become a copycat strategy because we know in the NBA, it's a herd mentality if something works.
Here's Cannon, and the 76ers tack on 2 more. And here are the Clippers now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you'd see a team get that hot away from home.
Pushing it up. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Clippers have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Okafor. J.K. Sampson comes in for Wesley Matthews. It's Thompson in for Roten. Here's Cannon. He's coming off a 13-point game against Brooklyn. Sampson kicks to Embiid. Jordan against Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Landry no good.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Here's Cannon. 12 points for him. Outside Landry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Landry's got 4 points this quarter.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here's Navarro. He's covered by Thompson. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
The 76ers trail by 7. Cannon, the pass to Thompson. The feed to Embiid. Dishes it to Cannon. They set the pick. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Nerlens Noel checks in for the 76ers.
Nerlens Noel.
A minute 50 left in the first half of the game. There's Cannon with the 3. Can't get it to go.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Here's Navarro. 38 points for him last game against Miami.
And equally as impressive, the playmaking. Just sensational. The way he was seeing the court and making the game easy for his teammates.
Here's Cannon. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And a chance here to go to our rookie leaderboard and give a nod to the best long-range bombers of the past month. Well, you look at Jay. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, Clutch, another sniper. Will hurt you from three-point land.
The three-pointer was the weapon of choice for both of them, and it was very effective.
They're making it look really easy, and I'll tell you what, it's not. That's hard to do what they're doing. All last month, these guys were filthy on target from deep.
Here's Cannon. He's got 14. Over in the corner, Sampson. Clock at 6. Embiid with a screen on Paul. Here's Cannon. The shot is off. And the Clippers will come the other way. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And last time they faced off, really an easy win. They put together a pretty complete game, but their edge on the glass, for me, still stands out.
Yeah, I agree with you. The numbers shout loud and strong. I mean, a major edge for them clearing the backboards, and that was the difference on the scoreboard, too.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Griffin dishes to Paul. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. 8 points for Chris Paul. 6 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Cannon, and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And the first half is now in the books. The Clippers on top.
Yes, I'm here with Josh.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. The second quarter was all theirs. Major uptick in offensive and defensive intensity as they did their jobs with precision, now sitting on a comfortable 12-point lead at the half. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game.
They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
And Kenny, your take on Philadelphia.
They need to look into areas where they can gain an advantage. Rebounding is largely a hustle stat. Right now, they're getting out-rebounded. They need to commit to changing that. Those extra opportunities afforded by better rebounding are key for them to win tonight.
That wraps it up for halftime as the game is just about to get going again in the third quarter. We will see you later.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
Take a look at his shot chart. It looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. No reason for him to settle for anything less.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Robert Covington out there with Carl Landry. Then it's Matthews. Then there's Okafor. And it's Roten in at the point. And for Carl Landry, he powered his way through the league a few years back, but somewhere along the line, Clark, his game kind of topped out.
His best season, Kevin, he averaged 18 and 7. I think injuries have been a factor. But last year was down to 7 and 4 his game averages, so he's starting to slide.
And Matthews gets it to go.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
Pass to Rivers with the shot. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Okafor's got his third rebound on the night. They double him with Rivers. Outside Landry. The pass to Roten. Matthews against Redick to the right side. Uncovered. Rebound by the Clippers. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. For the three. Offensive rebound. Smith lays it up and banks it in. Smith's got his second bucket tonight.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Now here's Roten. He's got 9. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
And Doc Rivers passed the 700-win mark as a coach last season. He's climbing the ladder in career wins.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know that Doc oftentimes gets enough credit for the type of coach he is. I mean, as a coach, he is well over 500 in terms of his career win percentage.